Hi. I realize that this isn't our regular training time, but I did want to, as I mentioned, I'm not going to be around this evening, so I wanted to give you today's installment of our beauty school. So as I mentioned yesterday, we were going to talk about the TimeWise repair. So with all the hype and all the excitement with the new 3D, I've definitely had a number of clients who are on the TimeWise repair ask me if this is a good option for them to switch into, and my answer has always been no. So how we build our building blocks of our skincare line. So we have the botanicals, which is like your entry-level skincare program. It is very natural, it's completely plant-based as far as the technology, but it doesn't have the anti-aging and antioxidants and peptides that our 3D does, as well as our repair. So that's sort of, entry-level skincare program. Then we have the treatment program that you get through the Clear Proof. So Clear Proof is formulated specifically for people that are experiencing blemishes, and we're going to go over that tomorrow, just addressing kind of how that all fits in. And then yesterday we talked about the new 3D Miracle Set, which we're super excited about. It's amazing technology, again, patented formula, no one else has it, and so it's fantastic. However, it's basically formulated for sort of our bulk group of clients. So we're going to call it the 80%. So anyone who is in between the 25 to 45 age range, the 3D Miracle Set is the best option for them. It comes in combination oily or normal to dry. So that's where sort of 80% of our client base is going to land. However, once you reach, early to mid 40s, your skin has more concerns than just basic antioxidants and cellular structure and all of those sorts of things. And I don't know if you remember, probably 2 lessons ago, we talked about the actual layer of skin. So we talked about how new cellular production slows down, which is one of the major signs of aging that we notice, is we're looking at the same skin cells a whole lot longer than we used to. And so of course we're doing products to promote new cellular structure. But another thing that happens is that kind of layer of fat cells that are right underneath the epidermis and dermis layer, over time, as our skin ages, those fat cells do thin. And so your skin becomes less, I'm going to use the word plump, and it also becomes, starts to show more visible signs of aging because you're losing that extra little boost underneath. And so those are things that the TimeWise repair addresses that women in their 30s aren't experiencing. So the TimeWise repair has a unique ingredient that none of our other anti-aging has, and that's retinol. So if you know anything at all about retinol, retinol is probably the most advanced, sorry, kitten in the screen. Retinol is the most advanced, this is why live is so fun, of all anti-aging products. And so our TimeWise repair has retinol in it. So if you have any clients that are asking for retinol-based products, we do have it. Okay, so this is the TimeWise repair. You'll notice a consistency within our skincare lines. Now, with the technology that we've been working with, we have a separate moisturizer for day as we do for night. So yesterday we talked about how our skin needs different things in the daytime and in the evening. And so we have the exact same technology, different formula, but same technology in our TimeWise repair. So within this line, we have a foaming cleanser. We have a day cream, which has an SPF in it, has all the collagen builders and elastin builders for daytime. Our nighttime cream has the retinol in it. So retinol it's kind of a high-acting product that reverses the visible signs of aging. These also we talked yesterday about peptides. Peptides help to brighten the skin, and we use a series of plant extracts to create this formula. And so these also have skin brighteners in it. Not to the degree the cleanser doesn't, but the moisturizers do. So one of the things that I have been switching some of my clients who are on the TimeWise Repair, I have let them try the 4-in-1 cleanser from the 3D and then go day and night in the repair, and then the lifting serum and the eye cream in the repair. So that's just something, just my personal preference, and we're going to talk about that later when we talk about supplements on Monday. Just how you can mix and match. So even though this comes in a beautiful box set and it looks gorgeous, your clients are able to mix and match. But this is a great starting point, and anytime you buy our products in sets, they do cost less. So, okay, so this has day cream, night cream, eye cream, and then lifting serum. So remember how we talked about serums being a very potent thing that helps dramatically because it can actually penetrate to the dermis layer of the skin and actually help with the cellular production as the cells are being produced, so that when those cells come to the surface, they look fantastic and better than the cells that we've been exfoliating. You'll notice in both the 3D stats that I read to you yesterday, and we're going to go over some stats today on the TimeWise Repair set, a lot of our clinical studies that show a 12-week research shows the most significant difference. And the reason being is, although you can see instant results in 4 weeks, 12 weeks is where you have a complete cellular rotation, where all of the cells, all the dermis layer and epidermis layer, have been on the new skincare program for those 12 weeks. And so it does take that long for a complete rotation of the skin. So for your clients, we definitely recommend staying on a skincare program for 12 weeks. I mean, early on, and again, we'll address this next week when we go into finding the perfect formulas for our clients. But early on, there might be a little bit of breakouts or different things that they're experiencing. But if you stick with it for 12 weeks, you're going to notice the most significant difference in your skin. Okay, so TimeWise Repair. So the first thing that we know about this is it has retinol, which is the most potent anti-aging, antioxidant, free radical fighting, replenish your skin cells, rebuild the matrix of your skin. It does all those wonderful things. That comes in the TimeWise Repair. Now, we talked about the different elements of what your skin needs. And the first thing that we talked about was our skin needs exfoliant. So in the TimeWise Repair set, we have the peel. So this actually is an exfoliant. And how this works, it's a little bit gentler. Because as we talked about, as skin age, so again, the TimeWise Repair is formulated for 45-ish and over. So the skin thins a little bit and the skin is slightly more sensitive. So a peel is a great way to exfoliate sensitive skin. So this is a glycolic peel, and what it goes on, it's basically kind of looks like a clear creamy gel. You put it on all over and you just let it sit, and basically as it sits, it's exfoliating the top layer of skin cells, and then you just wipe it off. So works fantastic, and it really helps to keep cellular rotation going on. This you can do every other day. Okay, and then the other thing in the repair set that we have that's also amazing and unique, and you don't have to be on repair to use this, is our TimeWise Repair biocellulose masks. Okay, so these, if you haven't tried them yet, I don't care what kind of skin you have to. So these come in a package like this, and as I mentioned, we are in 36 countries, and one of those countries that we're in is in Asia. And Asia have been researching anti-aging long before the US ever did. And so this is technology that we actually got from Asia. And it's basically what we call Korean skincare technology. And so this is a clear, basically cloth that is infused with botanicals that actually soak into your skin and repairs the skin. It basically is a facelift in a box. And so how I like to use this is I actually use the peel first. So I've taken off all the surface dead skin cells, as many as I can, and then I put the biocellulose mask on top. So by exfoliating all the dead skin cells, I now have all fresh, brand new cells sitting there waiting on the surface so that you can get the best absorption from your biocellulose formula. And so you put this on, I put it on, let it sit on for a good 20-30 minutes, and your skin will absorb all the extra botanicals into the cellular structure. It literally lifts your skin. It's amazing. And it also just gets rid of all your surface fine lines. So that's also part of the repair, but any skin type can use it. The other thing that the repair set has that none of our other skincare lines has, is a deep wrinkle filler. Again, remember our target age range, 45 and over. I've got it. One of my clients calls this her crack filler. Okay, so let me kind of explain kind of how wrinkles work, because we talked yesterday about how, when you make a crazy face, your face will freeze like that. Okay, so below your skin's cellular structure are your muscles. So your muscles are what holds your skin, moves your skin, does all that great stuff. Okay, so I'm going to see if I can do a diagram here so you guys can see. Okay, so picture this is your skin. So these are your surface skin cells, and let's say you frown. So when you frown, your muscles underneath your surface skin cells pull the skin down. So you frown, and then you go back up, and then you frown, and then you go back up. So let's say this is like your eyebrow frown. Okay, so you're frowning at your children, and then you relax, and then you frown at your spouse, and then you relax. Okay, so what you've done is so the cells are all these little circles. So all these little circles are connected, circle cells, so all your cellular structure is all connected in this chain link, and when you frown and make expression lines, you're pulling that chain link apart, and then it snaps back together, and you're pulling it apart, and it snaps back together. So what happens over time, as you create muscle memory, those cells don't quite snap back quite as tight, so that chain link has been weakened. Okay, so when I talk about the matrix of the skin, I'm talking about the chain link where all these cells are connected together. Okay, so your muscles are pulling them apart, they're snapping back, pulling apart, snapping back. So if this isn't a good reason to use skincare every day, I don't know what is. Okay, so what happens is eventually that link isn't as tight, and so these aren't snapping back, and so what's created is there's like a little wrinkle now in the skin, because they're not sitting here anymore, they're sitting here. This is where the deep wrinkle filler comes in. Okay, so deep wrinkle filler actually goes into where we've created these little lines in our skin. Deep wrinkle filler goes in, and what it's formulated to do is to go in and pick up these connectors that have loosened and reattach them. Okay, so basically this is your skin, these are your cells, they have lost their connectivity, and so deep wrinkle filler comes in, picks up those cells, brings them back to the surface, and reconnects them up top. I hope that makes sense to you. If you want any further clarification on what I'm trying to explain, and taking a scientific concept and making it as simple as possible, that's basically what it is. Okay, so TimeWise Repair. Let's just recap everything we've learned today. So TimeWise Repair is our most advanced anti-aging. Oh, I wanted to address the serum. Okay, so this serum, and next week we're going to be talking about all the different serums that we have. But basically this bottle of TimeWise Repair Serum is all of our anti-aging serums, all mixed together in one. So if you took a dab of the vitamin C replenishing and the even complexion and the pore minimizer and all of our anti-aging Okay, so you've got a cleanser, separate formula for day that basically, again, helps build collagens, elastins, keeps the matrix and the bounce back in your skin. The nighttime has the retinol, which is the most potent anti-aging, antioxidant, rebuild the cellular structure product that we have. There's an eye cream. There's the serum that goes with this that actually has all of our anti-aging technology in it. We have a peel to take off all the dead skin cells. We have a biocellulose mask to replenish everything, and a deep wrinkle filler to reconnect all the damage that you may have done over time to your face. So that's our TimeWise Repair. Again, as I mentioned, it's formulated for a particular age group, and it comes in a fabulous box set, so you can get the add-ons. So this one retails for $230, which is actually a really great value to get your entire skincare line for that price. So let's read some of the stats. I'll put on my reading glasses. Okay, so the stats on this one, again, we're dealing with a 12-week process because that's how long we need for rotation. So these are these are the stats on what women noticed. 91% noticed a reduction in deep lines and wrinkles, so not just surface, but deep lines and wrinkles. 86% noticed their skin was lifted, which again, in that age group, that's huge. 98% saw less puffiness under the eyes. So the eye cream in here, what happens a lot of times over time is women will notice some more puffiness around the eye area because what's happened is that delicate tissue underneath the eyes has started to stretch. And so they will notice, so what the eye cream has that's unique in the TimeWise Repair is helps to reduce puffiness around the eyes. 93% saw a more even skin tone. So again, I talked about the peptides. Peptides, same technology as we were talking about yesterday with the plant extracts that have the brighteners in it, and also helps to even out the overall skin tone as far as working with the skin's melanin. We haven't really gotten into melanin yet. We will. Melanin is the pigment. So basically peptides that evens out the skin's pigmentation as well as brighteners in the skin. And 93% saw an improvement in just the overall appearance of their skin. So again, in a 12-week study. So that's our TimeWise Repair. As I mentioned yesterday, because our products are all patented, we don't give you the exact breakdown. Basically what we do is we create a blend. So what this particular product has in it is a blend of plant extracts, and they're using the most high potent plants that they can get to create the blend that creates the most productivity within the cellular structure of the skin. Another big thing that's really important when you're creating a skincare program is absorption, how quickly your cells can absorb something. So the more natural and the more plant-based we use, the more the cellular structure is open to absorbing it and then using it. You will find sometimes if you have a client that's on a product that's too rich for their skin, and so their cellular structure can't absorb and process the ingredients, they will get little fine kind of like dots on their skin, and it's not a blemish, it's kind of more of a hard little dot, and what that is their skin's not absorbing whatever it is that they're using, and so it's just storing it. It's like, I don't know what to do with this, I'm just going to stick it over here. And so that's something that, again, we're going to chat about later. There's so much information about skin, but absorption is really important because it's like taking a vitamin. If it goes right through you, it's not going to do any good. So you want something that your body can absorb, that your skin can absorb. So that's why we work with plant-based complexes, because it is the easiest way for your skin to absorb. Okay, in some cases we do actually use, I know with our vitamin C, we actually use a synthetic complex because it's too hard, because with vitamin C enriched plants, there's an inconsistency in the potency, and so we use a synthetic one which is 100% still natural, but it allows us to keep the potency as high as possible. So hopefully that all makes sense. That's our TimeWise repair. Tomorrow we'll be back on at 7 p.m. and we're going to be looking into botanicals and clear proof. Let me know if you have any questions. You can pop that down below and I can answer them for you. And I hope you guys have a fabulous day.